Hello. So you'll notice that we have scrap paper around. It's very intentional because it's going to be part of our craft, okay? So we are going to make this type of craft. We'll call it a mosaic heart because you're using one medium. In this case, it's scrap paper, but with the different colors. It doesn't have to be this exact pattern, and it is up to you. So your own creativity matters. So how did we get to such? Or the other sample is this. So we have a paper heart drawn onto your embossed or manila paper. You have your pencil for if that you needed to draw that. Then you have your pair of scissors. You need scrap paper of different colors. So I prepared that. So I have white. I have some what you call purple, and then there is some yellow here. So how do you get here? It's basically, there's no pattern to the scrap papers. You have such like this for the yellow. You cut in any random shape. Okay, so you have that, and then you'll decide what pattern to make your paper heart. So in this case, I did all the yellows out and then followed by the pink and then red in the middle. You can make an all red heart. You can make an all yellow heart. You can change the pattern. You can mix all these scrap paper colors in whatever pattern, as long as you're following the outline of the heart. Okay, so we have our glue, and how I found it to be a little bit easier, don't put too much, is you put, you put some glue. Oops, there you go. And then you decide. Now in my case, I think I'll go with yellow at the start. So you continually, in whatever pattern, so they can be small, they can be large, so there's no pattern or design. It is up to you. The same way you are created by God very individually. How everybody's fingerprint is very unique to them. So we need to add a little bit of glue. So you keep adding. So is an old tube of glue, so that's why it's smudging the way it is. So you keep doing this with your scrap papers. Don't put too much of glue like mine has. Okay, there you go. And then, so you have your scrap paper in whatever, in whichever design. And remember, you can mix it up. Personally, I'll put, as you notice, I am fond of using one color and then going to the next. So you add this. You keep on adding whatever design. You don't have to be as fast. It's because I'm recording so that we don't have too long a video, so that you can get to the craft. So you have that. You keep adding in whichever direction, close to each other, far from each other. But I believe having them close to each other has a better effect. So you just keep adding. You see why it was important for me to have the scrap paper in advance, so that you have this. So be patient, even as your lesson of the day is teaching you about patience. So you're not looking at someone else's, you are deciding on how to make your own. Okay, so you have that. And then, so you have your outer. It doesn't have to be perfect. We're not looking for perfection. We are making something beautiful, something creative, something fun. Okay, so, and then now you put your glue. You add some glue in the middle. Remember, you can do one color entirely. It's up to you. But to be fun to see the different colors and how they merge, isn't it? So let's see how this shows up. So again, no particular pattern, just place them in the order or in the shape that you would like, or the shapes that you have. Once the glue runs out, you add a little bit more, and then oopsie and then you, so I hope you can, even though there is noise on the outside, life still continues. Okay, so I've added my glue, and you keep doing this in whatever shape or fashion you would like. If you need to make them smaller, it's up to you. If you need help, there's nothing wrong in asking for help or for assistance in this case. Okay, so, and we have our purple, our maroon. Is it maroon? Is it fuchsia? All the different colors. Usually there are so many names of colors. Okay, and there you have it. Okay, and then you continue. So would you like us to put, so who can guess what will come into the next one in the middle? Do we go on with yellow or white? What do you think will look nice here? Why do I have a feeling that we can put yellow, white? I can use white for another one, isn't it? So you can have, remember, different. So this is how you can utilize your scrap paper. I'm not saying you keep all the scraps, but this is another way of managing waste, isn't it? So we learned about being kind. We can also be kind to the environment so that it can be kind to us. So let's see. Okay, so I hope you understand that it's just a simple way of no particular pattern, but you can see that something beautiful and in line with our theme of love. In this case, I believe the lesson for today was, or based on this, is the lesson on patience. So you also need to be patient with yourself if it's not coming out exactly as you wish it to do, isn't it? And then also be patient for it to dry. Okay, so you see the little pieces, these parts, you can cut, then place or add the glue in those particular spots. So now it's up to you to decide how you want it to look like. Okay, so there you go, just a simple way of having your craft. Remember, different options depending even with the paper that you'll have, and you have your paper heart in the different ways. And I believe even with this you can put the memory verse. You can also put your name somewhere so that we all know who it belongs to. And then you can have, is it the Bible reading for the day? Okay, what have you read? Where have you read the Bible story for today? And then you can have the acronym or the site name. I believe acronym should be something with patience. Or if it's not patience, it is another, which will be wait. So it will depend with the class that you are in or what we have. So you now have your heart, okay? And I hope that is a beautiful craft that you can do even at home later on. Thank you for paying attention, and happy crafting. Bye bye.